Okay, here we are with an one-on-one interview with Viktor Luna. It is so good to talk to you again. I have not seen you since 2012 when you were at a Macy's event in Chicago.
I remember that. Yes, it was so much fun.
Yeah, and so you've got a much more facial hair since I last saw you. You got the beard going.
I did, yes. I am all grown up. I'm I decided to grow a chin of superficial.
What motivated you to be on Project Runway again?
Beginning and being there before, just catapult me into the position that I am now. And for me to be able to come back and show what I'm doing now is, it's a once in a lifetime experience. So I wanted to take advantage of it. When they asked me to be on it, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I asked you back in 2012 why you weren't in All Stars back then, but they filmed that All Stars during your season, so that was the reason that you couldn't be on it. So this is a cool opportunity, to do it again.
Yeah, for sure. It was, it's amazing to be part of this franchise and to be appearing again with all the other cast members.
Yeah. Was there a certain cast member you were interested in meeting? Somebody you were excited about, particularly?
I mean, I didn't know who was going to be there until I got there. But once I got there, definitely I was excited to see some of the original season one cast. There it's like that's what the show started from, and that's kind of where I was like intrigued by it.
Yeah, totally. Kane is a really nice guy. I've met him before, and he's fun.
Oh my God, yeah, Kane is such a sweetheart.
Yeah. It's mainly cast members are mostly women in this season. I noticed there's, a few guys, but
I didn't even know. I haven't even thought about that. But now that you're saying it, yes, there is a lot of women in there, and it's good because there's a lot of powerful designer women that need to be showcased, and I'm glad that they took that opportunity too.
yeah. Was there anything you missed about Project Runway before that been back to see?
I love working in a scenario where number one, I am under pressure because I get very silly and almost delusional, where I start doing and making fun of things that are I'm not people but just things and situations. That's the way I cope with doing things fast. So I miss being in a room full of other creative designers and where I could be silly myself and just kind of work.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Um, what about these past designs coming back to haunt you? How was that experience and seeing your past designs on the show?
Well, I mean, if you're talking about that particular episode, I wasn't necessarily expecting that one, but once it came out, I was definitely shocked and also like dreading it. But it was a design that was a collaboration, so it really wasn't something that I could say, oh, that was my bad design, because that's not who I am. That's not who I was even then. But at the same time, it was fun to try to recreate it.
Yeah. And you get to see how you've evolved. And how has your aesthetic evolved over the years? How has it changed?
So, like, just the more you get around it, I've done gowns, I've done jackets, I've done anything. Like, I feel like I am capable to sew anything I want. But as far as my aesthetic alone, it has evolved into a little bit more mature. Um, uh, um, like right now, I'm doing a collection with a lot of menswear tailoring, and I just feel this satisfaction when I finish those garments, because men's tailoring is a hard craft.
Mhm. Yeah, I see a lot of black and
And
white.
for
Yeah.
me to be able to do it,
Mhm.
I feel very satisfied. So that's why I think I evolved. Yeah,
Mhm.
I do a lot of black and white. Yeah, because it's just kind of like the root of fashion.
Very good. And I saw you spell your name backwards on things.
Everybody understand that black and white is. Oh yeah. There was a collection that I wanted to spell it backwards just because I wanted to mess with people's head. Because sometimes you read things and unconsciously you know what they are already, but then you're like, wait a minute, it's backwards. But I know it's Viktor Luna there. You know what I mean? It's like when you read, somebody said if you take some few letters out of a book, you could still read them because it's subconsciously you already understand the information that it's trying to tell you. And that's kind of where I wanted to go with that.
Mhm. Very good. Is it easy or tough to design for celebrities? Are they really tough, or how's that compare to the average person?
Um, it depends on who it is. They're just like you and me, but at the same time, some of them have um, uh, um, they're picky about their wearing and stuff. So I don't want to say it's hard, but it's just like any other client. It depends on who they are and how they want it. They want it to be able to move at the same time that it looks experience with very, and they always speak.
How is it designing for drag queens?
I love it. It's like a burst of creative team, like a what is it called, collaboration team.
Mhm.
Usually drag queens come to me and they tell me, hey, I kind of want to replicate this from the 1920s or this costume from this person. Can we do a version of that but different? So for me, it's very exciting to take that and run with it and just kind of create something new that's going to look very stage like ready and very graphic, and at the same time make that person feel and look good. So it's a great collaboration. I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell. And can you talk about your journey with HIV? You know, I work in a healthcare center and help people all the time, and I've learned so much. And can you just talk about how your journey's evolved publicly?
Yeah, I mean, it's evolved so much to the point where I was able to team up with Amphar, and I've been a spokesperson for them. Um, it's also very much like educational for me. I try to educate a lot of people and help them out, because there's a lot of either misinformation or people that are ignorant, not in a bad way, but just ignorant that they don't know something. So I love educating people about it and telling them this is not a death sentence. This is how you can take care of it. You can live a happy, healthy life. And as far as my personal health, it has been very successful. I am undetectable. And for people that don't know what undetectable is, means that you cannot transmit HIV to anybody else or to your partner, which it's one of those stigmas that people still believe in. And for me, it's all about educating people. That's where I am right now, but I'm happy that I was able to team up with Amphar, and I'm still in contact with them, so I love that.
Awesome. I saw you waving a rainbow on the first episode. Did you have big pride plans this year? What are you doing for Pride?
No, not really. I mean, I'm very prideful. Obviously, I am 43. I'm gonna be 43. And so for me to be able to live my truth, authentic self and be gay, it's a big milestone for everybody. So for me to be able to kind of like, wave the flag, it's kind of fun. It's letting people know that we're here and we're here to stay and we're not going anywhere and we have to get along.
Absolutely. And then I was sorry to hear about the incident you mentioned in the first episode about being physically attacked. I mean, we all have to be careful, but could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. After the well, actually a little bit before the pandemic, this happened, but I just feel like the at that time and even now, the rhetoric was very heightened um, because of the leader at that time, and I feel like there's so much anger on the street. But me and my partner were walking down in downtown because we used to live there in downtown LA. And this guy was very aggressive and attacked us with a machete. He cut me in my leg, and he cut my partner in the hand. And we, luckily they got him, but we had to go to the hospital in emergency, and they had to, we lasted there for a whole week for operation and surgery, and then after that I couldn't walk for 6 months. So it was a life-changing experience, but I don't take any tragedy for granted. I take it as a fuel to continue and be motivated to do more and push the envelope and continue living, because one day you're here and one day you're out.
Right, right. Well, I appreciate you sharing about it. I think it's just important for all of us to be, just careful, I guess, out there. And I think,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And
What,
I don't know, like, for a fact, but it could have been a hate crime because it was right outside of a gay club and the guy was definitely straight. But you have to be careful out there. You have to be do your due diligence and take a car home, or be safe about it. Just always protect yourself, and look around your surroundings, and be with good people that are going to help you, guide you, and take you home.
very good, good.
Yeah.
Um, what are you working on now? What's your future stuff?
I'm doing a collection. It's a 25 look collection. I've never done anything that big in as far as like looks. And so I am embarking on a lot of menswear tailoring, and there's 15 men looks and 10 women looks, and they are all intertwined with the wearability. So it's non-conforming and binary, so anybody could wear it. It could be switched. I'm showing it in Guadalajara, Mexico on July 18th. It's going to be live streamed on my website and also on their website. It's called Intermoda. And I will be doing also a collaboration video with an artist right after that. So by July, you'll see the collection. By September, or actually late August, you're going to see the video collaboration, which I'm very excited about because I really want to be I really want it to be my comeback, and I want people to see where I am right now at that moment.
Very good. This is awesome. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
When do you come back to Chicago?
If you guys invite me, I will go anytime. I love Chicago. It's my favorite city. It's my favorite city. It's so beautiful. It's so clean. It's just like living in New York, but like, hold on, just give me 1 second. People are calling me. Yeah, so I just love Chicago. I love shopping there. Everything, just the nightlife, the restaurants. It's just so beautiful, and I have good friends there, like Shea Coulee.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
the Shea Coulee design that you did. That was so cool. I loved it.
I love her.
Super talented, yeah. But you're based in New York and people want to visit you there.
Beg your pardon?
Are you based in New York? You're based in New York, aren't you? Or are you in LA?
Oh no, I recently, not recently, I moved to LA into the late 2016, because my mom was passing away at that time. She was sick, and unfortunately she passed away 2 years later. But I decided to stay here. I really wanted to be close to my family, and I just found myself here. I found my roots. I found my friends. And I just think, you have to listen to your heart and to the universe. It guides you and it tells you where to go. And this is where I am. And I love it here. I miss New York, but I also love LA.
Oh yeah, we got to catch up more because you were in New York before, so it's been a while. So life is just taking you on a journey. So yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is where originally where I'm from. So for me to come back, it's just coming back home.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, cool. Well, it's so fun to see you on the show again. You're really one to watch, and I look forward to seeing more of you on the show. It's a 2 episode premiere, the June 15th, I believe. So,
Yeah.
okay, very good. Well, best of luck to you, and it was great
So
catching up with
much.
you. Don't be a stranger, Victor, and come back and see us soon in Chicago.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Bye.
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 Yay.